How's my hair?
Oh, this is mine. Are we good? All right, let's do this.
Okay. We're back
I'm back.
with the famous Kate Lester.
Infamous, maybe.
And
I don't know about famous.
just got talked about in Architectural Digest.
I know, but we worked on that
was
together.
amazing. We did work on that
So,
together.
High fives. Yay.
Love it.
Yay.
Chemistry.
Okay.
All right. And now we're here
We're here.
in North Manhattan Beach. A client of ours
Yes.
bought this place. Interesting. He bought this home brand new.
Yes.
Off of a builder / owner.
Right?
And it was up to a certain level, let's say.
It was yucky.
Okay.
It was yucky.
And then he bought it and he said, I need Kate.
Yeah, he walked through one of my other projects with you.
Right.
That we had done, and we had helped the developer also style it with product from our home stores, Kate Lester
Right.
Home. We'll plug there. And so he had liked a couple of things that he saw when he was walking through. So you said I happen to know the designer, and the rest is history.
So let's talk about,
Okay.
This is the main level.
This is
we
the
have
main level.
Obviously the beautiful ocean view.
Yes.
The massive doors that open to the great room.
Yep.
Includes the kitchen, dining, and living.
Right.
So walk us through
Yep.
like what you did on this level.
So here we added the hanging fixtures. We added the 2 pendants over the kitchen, and we added a light fixture over the dining table because there just wasn't any levels in here. Everything
Right.
was, either on the ceiling or on the floor. And so good design really should be about eye movement. And so we wanted to have those levels. I wanted to have those points of interest. And then we, again, added another pendant in the stairway. There was like a crystal chandelier there. And
It was a massive chandelier.
It was massive.
Yeah.
And so we had those custom made from apparatus. And just to give it just a little bit more depth and dimension, there aren't a lot of wall space. There isn't a
Especially
lot
on
of wall
this
space,
level,
right?
yeah.
Especially. So I think all of the light fixtures needed to feel like art pieces. to me.
Totally.
The kitchen, also the cabinets didn't go all the way to the ceiling, which is a no-no in Kate Lester land.
Right.
So we actually just had them face framed, so it looks like there's cabinetry up there, but it's not. It's just empty.
But what a cool little trick.
Right.
I mean, instead of remodeling the whole
Right.
kitchen or just the
It
uppers.
immediately draws your
Yeah.
eye up. It makes the whole kitchen feel bigger. It was super cost effective. And at this time, our client really needed to move in. And so gutting the kitchen, although it was something we have discussed and we still
Right.
may do. I know, you guys, it looks great, but it could be better. It can always be better. So we still may do it, but we'll back for a video round 2.
Yeah, right.
But to be honest, it was something that we thought could give him a little bit of longevity, a couple of years, until he decided he really hated the white lacquer.
And now talk about the furniture, because that is really what pulls this whole level
Yes.
together. And this is a massive couch.
It's massive, and
Yeah.
it's a sofa.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So to me, I think the golden rule is always that properly scaled furniture is really important.
Right.
Right. And so most people would think that if you went a little smaller on your furnishings, then it makes your room feel bigger.
Right.
And it's actually the opposite. I think we talked about this in our
Yes.
last video, right?
Yeah.
So to really anchor the space and delineate the rooms, because it technically is like one huge room
Yeah.
in here, we wanted to break it apart. And so we did do this huge sectional sofa.
Yeah.
But to keep it feeling soft and not too heavy, we did a light color, and then we did it in this amazing slip cover so that it still feels a little bit elevated and elegant instead of too masculine. Because
Yeah.
I didn't want people to know right away that it was just a man that lives here. I wanted it
Right.
to still feel welcoming and warm and
For
not like
sure.
a bachelor pad, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely elevated. And you talked about the house you met him at.
Right.
There was a lot of wood furniture there and stuff like that. And I see you brought a lot of that element.
This house needs warmth because
Right.
everything is cool, right? So
Right.
you've got steel and glass.
Right.
You've got lacquer, you've got marble. Behind you, behind us here, over there, you have stone. I added that wood seat onto the fireplace
Oh, that's a
because
nice touch.
the fireplace made me sad. So I think adding in that warmth makes it feel more appealing. I mean,
For sure.
these homes, these box homes, tend to feel more masculine. There's a big echo happening usually. So we added large rugs, lots of upholstery, try to absorb some of that and make it feel more homey, actually.
And then kind of same goes with the outside.
Yeah, we tried to like keep that same exact palette actually and just take it right outside so that when those doors are all the way open, it feels like all these pieces work together and talk to each other.
Is there a different intention when like laying out the furniture outdoors? Is it like, because you talked about like, you know, you don't necessarily go smaller to make the deck feel bigger. Is it like the same idea?
It's the same idea. I mean, we maximize the space out there. We could have easily gone a size down on the sofas, but we wanted to maximize the seating. And when you really ask yourself, okay, if I go with a smaller sofa, what am I doing with those 24 inches? I'm gonna put a side table there, right? Do I need a side table? Maybe I get a bigger coffee table and then I have more seating. So I think I wanted him to use the deck. I didn't want it to be seating for 4 people.
So you did remodel the half bath up here.
We did.
You mentioned really before we started shooting, it's one of your more liked or...
Yeah, on Instagram, people, our tile supplier who we tagged on Instagram said it's like her best selling tile because people saw the tile from this bathroom. It was so bad before, it was so easy for me to make it look so good.
Let's take a look at the bathroom, yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll sit on the toilet.
There you go.
Okay, we want us to be in here or do you want us to just be like, okay, I'll do it.
We don't need
Hi, I'm here. Hi. Here, I'll just pop out. This is the powder room. This is the like Insta famous powder room. The floor was here and I like only kind of hated it. So I thought I could build up from it. Everything else had to go. So there was like this bad, I think it's like, it was like glass tile or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's gone. So we took everything out and I wanted drama here in this powder room. I like to use wallpaper.
You wanted drama? Weird.
I wanted drama. Shocker. I wanted wow factor. So obviously we got that with this enormous mirror, this tiled back wall, the hanging wood, they're walnut, they're so gorgeous. Fixtures.
Those are beautiful.
And we added the oak shelf to kind of bring in that warmth that we talked about that is everywhere in the house. And then for added wow factor, of course, we did an extra like interesting marble countertop. This is Carrera. Don't try this at home if you have like messy children. And I think like the pop of blue, the round mirrors tie into the sconces and the juxtaposition of all the clean lines in the house and bringing in something with like some movement. It turned out really good. And I think it's interesting and people love it. And I really like it.
That is a big mirror too.
It is a big mirror.
Yeah, I love it.
I hung it myself too.
Did you?
No. Do you want to get one of me on the elliptical or?
Can you hop on the bike? So I look taller.
Do I look thinner? Do we look younger?
Yeah.
Do we
Jeff,
like
remember,
we have
angle down.
10 more years? Do we have 10 more good years or 5 more good years? Yeah. Which one?
Apparently only 5. Here we are. You have transformed what they probably originally designed as a rec room, maybe a theater in their minds. They had it staged when we bought the place.
It was like a white box with a sofa, kind of.
Yeah, for sure. What have you done?
Yeah, so our client obviously doesn't have young kids. He doesn't need a playroom. He doesn't need a rec room.
Right.
We created that space up on the top floor with the gorgeous view and a huge TV. So we had a really honest conversation of like, who is actually going to come down here, right? And our client is super athletic and fit, and he was like, it'd be great if I could get, a machine or 2 down here. And so I was like, please hold. Good idea. So I had gone to this hotel gym in Cabo and they had these like really cool planked wood walls and the color palette was kind of like this. It was just grays and the bleached oak and the black. And I was like, I think we should recreate.
Which, by the way, is the theme of the whole house.
Anyway, right? But in the gym, it like has never translated really. Like everybody's gyms, I didn't feel like warm.
Yeah.
So we wanted it to feel not like a 24-hour fitness.
Right.
So we actually had like custom gym floor put down. We wallpapered the whole space to try to eliminate some of the echo.
Right.
Created this focal slat wall.
Right.
And then we had these 3 huge custom mirrors made instead of mirroring the whole wall and just like gluing a mirror to the wall, right? Because we can do better than that.
Right.
So we also had the weight setting totally created and made, because if you look online, like there is nothing like that.
I was gonna say, I've never seen anything
Yeah,
like that
my woodworker / metal guy, He actually really hates me for this one, but it turned out awesome. It only took us like 11 drawings. But yeah, it's amazing. And every time I come down here, there's like a new machine or something.
Yeah,
so
he's clearly very into fitness. And then you have a little mini bar.
We do. Yeah, this is where I keep my alcohol when I come to visit.
Yeah,
while he
that you've earned after watching him work out.
You get a Michelob Ultra once you finish your treadmill. So we did. We put a fridge down here for water and, you know, coffees or whatever you want to keep. And then you can even put towels in there, which they do at the gym that
in Cabo.
in Cabo. And then we have hampers, which I thought was a really cool idea. So that goes, you know, you don't have to lug your dirty stuff upstairs. And then some shelving and, you know, like.
And you tied in the wood again.
We did. We incorporated the slat wall again and just to make it feel intentional. I like it. I like this space and I think it feels welcoming. It still feels, like I said, masculine. It's just a really elevated vibe for a home gym.
That's a good word for it.
Yeah. All right, let's go to his, I guess you want to go to his bedroom? Is that creepy?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, yay, this is the main.
Oh my God.
Main
Love
bedroom,
this.
Primary, we talked about this.
Yes.
No more master.
Yeah.
Here, I wanted to keep it obviously in more like masculine color palette. Little pops of color here and there, but beautiful custom made nightstands, handmade lamps from Lawson Fenning, great details, like, you know, kind of like we did upstairs, right? Little details everywhere that are unique to this home and the space, this client.
Yes.
And then you asked me about the little art over the bed.
Interested in why you chose not necessarily that print specifically, but the size of it.
I think what's important to me is that when somebody walks into a space that we designed, they're talking about it and you're talking about it, right?
True.
So maybe at your house, you're like, I would have gone bigger or smaller. I don't care,
I don't know.
right?
I think just like logic would tell you.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe, right? But
I love it, by the way. I'm not.
But is it that juxtaposition of what you're hoping for or what you're assuming you would get? So I want to give you something different,
like,
right?
I just assumed like it would be a big
picture,
there.
Right? I can't tell you how often on Instagram people are like, that is so weird. And I'm like, oh, I got you to comment. So like, I'd rather you walk out and you're talking about it because then we did it. We did our job. We did something interesting. And so little art, medium art, I think always the unexpected is better.
Substantial size light
Huge
fixture.
light fixture, yes.
Yeah, so again, contrary to what you might be expecting.
Right. Our client had said, you know, there's no way a sofa is going to fit in here. Like, if everything is scaled properly, it should, and it will. It's really important to me that we draw everything out ahead of time. We do a lot of space planning before we shop. Oversized rugs, really important to absorb a lot of the echo and make it feel more warm and comfortable.
I am pretty impressed with how a very substantial bed and a nice sized couch and tables and a piece of furniture all fit in here and it doesn't feel cramped.
It doesn't.
Now you redid this bathroom.
Yeah, we did.
Let's see this one.
Okay, so here, we also got rid of the closet door and did this great steel door detail because the closet doors just took up a lot of much needed space. So that was really important.
That's cool. It ties in with the theme of the house.
It does, yeah.
And it's masculine,
it is.
but it's graceful at the same time.
This bathroom felt very small, which was interesting because it's not super small.
No.
And so there was a tiny mirror, there were some really strange kind of light situations happening. This was all lacking storage. There were just some smaller floating cabinets underneath. So we got rid of all that. We actually didn't change the countertop or the back tile wall. We just changed everything else. So we did new cabinets underneath, we refaced everything, built everything down to the ground for more storage. I designed this custom mirror, which is obviously the focal point.
It's beautiful.
Draws your eye up again, right?
What's the frame on? That's a wood frame.
It's wood, it's a black wood frame. Steel just gets too heavy and super expensive. So this is a great way to kind of give you, it's also easier to do curved corners when you're working with wood.
Interesting.
And then we brought again in the oak and the steel from everywhere, right? Including the closet across the way. Here in the light fixtures and again over the bathtub. And there's a big piece of art in here too because art is for bathrooms too. And I think for me, it was really just about creating a space where it feels, again, welcoming. We brought that warmth in, even though we weren't able to gut all of the tile to me was like the least offensive thing, right?
Totally.
So I knew that we could use that as a base and then work from there.
It totally just kind of fades into the background with all the other stuff.
Exactly. So if we create other focal points, then those things can go away. It's just about knowing which items will fade and which don't.
Right.
And sometimes you have to rip them out later.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home.
Walk us over the hallway to the closet.
Yes.
You and another
Jen.
friend of the program, Life in General.
Life in General.
Designed
I think you
this
might know
closet.
her too.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We worked together on this. I mean, really, I should say, like, I just kind of gave her some direction as far as the tones, right?
Sure.
I was hoping we can incorporate the steel, the bleached oak again, and then maybe some leather, and we incorporated a rug from Kate Lester Home, our home stores. Plug number 2. Yeah. So
link in the bio.
Link it, swipe up, subscribe. So really wanted this to feel, like a gentleman's closet.
Right.
So to me, it was like, if I can't have a library in here, how am I gonna get my library vibes? And so that's what we did in here. He even has a bench where he can put his shoes on. There's a full-length mirror. Again, we have the steel and glass to kind of keep it open. He's super organized.
Yeah.
So like, you come in here at any time and everything is the way that she left it.
Yeah.
And I left it. And so that's like a organizer and designer's dream.
Yeah, exactly. How much notoriety do you get being on these videos with me?
Oh my God. It's like thousands of people. I know I like to talk about our designs. I don't ever have time to do this, so it's nice people want to know the background, so they can follow you at O'Connor Property to learn more about these projects always, right?
And where can we follow you?
At KL Interiors and at Kate Lester Home. So come check us out.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing this. I genuinely appreciate it. I love what you did here.
It was great. It's great.
You are very talented. So yeah, thanks for doing this, and we'll
do it again next time.
Yeah, exactly.